So, this weekend, we've been exploring stories about Hanuman, the great heroic monkey archetype that plays a significant role in the Indian epic known as the Ramayana. So, if both of you ever get a chance, that's something that you might want to just grab. It's a great read. It's like, Greek mythological stories, fun. And Hanuman is the epitome of devotion and bhakti. And throughout the stories of the Ramayana, one of the many attributes of Hanuman that emerges over and over is his ability to be a hero.
Mm.
And one of the reasons we love this emerging theme is because many times when we're distressed or anxious or going through something, it's in our nature to look at someone or something else for answers. But what happens when we look within is even more magical. What would it look like to be our own hero? There's a fantastic book called The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell, which I'll share with you guys in the chat box. To simplify it grotesquely, Mr. Campbell shares that every story structure can be stripped down so that the main character ventures out to get what they need, literally or figuratively, faces conflict, and then ultimately triumphs over adversity. Often, in this patriarchal society, we've been taught about the prince saving the princess. But in reality, the princess doesn't need a savior. She just needs to realize her own self worth. And so, what that means to us is that as individuals, we have to value ourselves enough so that no conversation or relationship or institution has the power to make us feel small, unworthy, or incapable, no matter your age, gender, ethnicity, background, sexual orientation. And sometimes being becoming comfortable with who you are authentically makes other people uncomfortable, and that's okay. Because your contribution of authenticity has value. We don't always know how strong we are until we go through something difficult. But yoga gives us power, courage, perspective. When we feel overwhelmed, we can step back from the moment and see how we got there. And that every step of the process, we can make a conscious choice to step into our power and be our own hero. And these practices of yoga and meditation serve as a vessel for us, as a reminder to us that it only takes a moment to take a deep breath and turn our thoughts around and make the next right choice. So I invite you, as you contemplate this, to make yourself comfortable on your mat, gently closing your eyes if you haven't already. And I invite you to start with setting up an intention, perhaps around some of the things I've shared. Just an invitation. You're welcome to skip it. And as we sit here together, head over heart, shoulders relaxed, back lengthened, spine tall, breathing in a calming energy, being aware of our body in this moment, being aware of our breath, Perhaps even giving a color to your breath, just so that it helps to visualize the breath flowing in and out. And throughout your practice, you're welcome to use the breath as a grounding entity. You may notice that in this morning hour, the mind is a little bit more settled. And so, at any point in time, if you feel you have a thought pop into your mind when you're holding a yoga pose today, you're welcome to use the breath to ground and anchor and bring you back into the present moment. You're welcome to tap into the stretch, focus on the body. You're welcome to use the sounds around you also as an anchor point. And the last form of keeping us anchored into the present moment is visualizing the room that we're in. I'd like to start by just doing a few gentle seated stretches in the way that we are before we move into our vinyasa practice. So you're welcome to just gently open your eyes. When you're ready, place your palms next to your body, fingers pointed away from your thighs. And we're going to inhale, lift the right arm. You're welcome to walk your left hand over to the left side, just to give yourself a little space, and then exhale into a side twist. Keep the sit bones rooted. Notice if you're lifting the right sit bone off the mat. Notice the stretch as it gets more intense the longer that we hold it. And on your next inhale, release, bring the right hand back down. Then on your exhale, lift your left arm. Walk your fingers slightly away so that you're comfortable as you use the right hand to support your body. Exhale into the twist. And if you're looking down, lift your head and chest so that you're looking straight ahead. Beautiful. And on your next exhale, lower your left arm. Inhale, lift the right one more time. Exhale, right arm parallel to your ear. Left is supporting you. Sit bones stay grounded. And then on your next inhale, releasing the right arm. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale. And if you're able to follow the breath cues, great. And if not, that's okay too. Just remember to breathe though. And release. Sitting up tall, we're going to bring the right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Take the left hand, swivel it behind into a very gentle twist. So just coming back, think about the anatomical lesson that we were talking about. Notice the scapula, the thoracic, the upper back, the middle back, twisting, and does the lower back turn? And then the head and the neck are last to turn or first to turn. Just noticing these subtle nuances of the body. And then on your next inhale, swivel back to center, release your right hand off your thigh. On your next exhale, turn left on right thigh. Exhale, and then notice how the body twists in the other direction. On your next inhale, we're going to swivel back to the center. And then we'll do another twist again. So exhale, right on left. Again, just noticing the body, noticing which side feels more or less flexible. And we notice without judgment. And then finally, inhaling back to center. Taking your time, exhale, left on right. So we're holding for roughly about 10 seconds. So you may want to count how many breaths you take in and out. And inhale back to center. Perfect. Rolling over onto all fours. Cushioning the knees if you need to. Knees are apart, palms are flat on your mat. We're going to start with 4 cat and cow. So exhale, rounding your back. You're welcome to tuck your head in. And then inhale as you arch. You're welcome to lift your head. Feel that stretch, releasing the night, releasing the tension, releasing any stagnant energy. Most importantly, following your breath. You're also welcome to notice if you're breathing in from the nostrils, exhaling out from the nostrils or the mouth. And then when you're done with 4, come into downward facing dog. And you're welcome to do a little bit of pedaling. So you're lowering your heels, feeling the hamstring stretch. And this is where those crazy instructions that we were discussing yesterday. So some people like to tell their students to float to the top of the mat. So I'm going to jump in and say that too, just so that you can see how that might feel for you. So you're welcome to step, jump, hop, float to the front of your mat. You can notice if your feet are together, slightly apart, or open hip width. All 3 work really well. Keeping the knees bent, slowly unroll vertebrae by vertebrae, letting your head, your neck, and your arms hang. Keeping your knees bent takes the pressure off your lower back, and unrolling slowly helps you to avoid a head rush. Once you're in a standing position, inhale, exhale, bring your palms together in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms up to mountain Tadasana, lengthening. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to half forward fold, fingers on your shin, flat back. This is Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to full forward fold. When you're in your full forward fold, if your fingers can touch the ground, please bring them off to the sides of your toes. If you're not able to bring your fingers to the ground, bend your knees and then bring your fingers next to your toes. And then on your next inhale, bring your right leg back, left leg back, coming into plank, Phalakasana. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Untuck your toes. Keep the navel on the mat. Lower back safe. On your next exhale, tuck your toes. Lift up into downward facing dog. Then on your next inhale, we're going to drop the left knee. Bring the right leg forward. Coming into crescent. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Saluting the moon. And then when we exhale, what we're going to do is we're going to exhale, bring the palms down next to the leg, and then straighten your right leg and walk your fingers back towards your body. Exhale, lower the chest close to your thighs. So we're now coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, which is the half monkey split pose, half monkey god, or just half split. And then we're going to do a little gentle twist. So inhale, lift your right arm. Twist, turn. Notice how that feels for your body. Notice what happens to your left hand. Is it still straight? Is it locked? Is it hyperextended? And then exhale, bring your right hand down. Walk your palms back in front so that your knee is bent. And then inhale, lift your left knee off the mat, taking the right leg back so that you're in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Follow your breath. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then inhale, step your left leg forward, drop your right knee before or after, depending on your comfort level. Sweep your arms up into crescent, Anjaneyasana. Your back toes can be tucked or untucked. Do remember to cushion your knees if you need to. Take a deep, full, nourishing breath. Then as you exhale, bring your palms down, straighten your left leg, walk your fingers closer to your right thigh. Exhale as you bring your chest closer to your knee. Notice that stretch along your leg. Notice how it affects your breath if it is intense. And then we're going to exhale, lift the left arm up, coming into the twist. Beautiful. So your left foot may be lifted up the toes. Your left foot may be fully down to the ground. It might be in the middle of the two. Absolutely fine. Just make sure you're comfortable. And then gently exhale, bring your palm down, bend your knee, walk your hands back in line with your foot. left foot. And then inhale, step your left leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. We're going to do the lizard. So when you're ready, we're going to drop the left knee. And this time we're going to bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. You're welcome to bend your elbows. You're welcome to stay in this stretch in whatever variation works for you. It will be a little bit of an inner thigh, intense inner thigh stretch. And then lifting your left knee off the mat, I invite you to bring the right arm up, coming into the twisted variation of extended, twisted triangle, Utthita, Parivrita, Trikonasana. And now, if you're ready for this, I'm going to invite you to drop your left knee, take your right knee back, bring your left leg in front. So we're still doing lizard. So left foot on the outside of the left palm. And again, you're welcome to bend your elbows. You're welcome to stay lifted up with your elbows or your arms straight. Again, this is a little intense, so be gentle. And then tucking your toes, lift the right knee off the mat, circle and lift your left arm, coming into the extended variation of this. Beautiful. Notice where your gaze or your drishti is. Then on your next exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale, take your left leg back to plank. Readjust your palms. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and your chin. Or if you feel like doing chaturanga, you're welcome to do that. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're going to come into warrior two, Virabhadasana, bringing the right leg forward. Turn the left foot so that it's flat and angled parallel to the back of your mat. Circle your left arm, bringing the right up simultaneously. And then make any adjustments. If you feel like your feet are too close together, always take the back foot slightly further away rather than stepping the right or the left foot in front and losing your balance. Just keeping the practice a little safe. Bend your knee, sink into your hips. And you're welcome to repeat the affirmation or skip it. I am strong and powerful. Exhale to reverse warrior, lifting the right arm up. Left can relax on your thigh or wrap around the small of your back. And inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, helicopter hands down to the ground. Rotate your left foot at the back so you're on the toe and the balls. Inhale, step the right back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left into warrior two. Turn the right foot so it's flat and not at an angle. Circle your arms, come up into warrior two, Virabhadasana, bending your knee, sinking into your hips. And if you feel like you want to get more of a deeper stretch, glide your right leg further back, bend your knee, sink into the hips. Notice if you're breathing in and out from the nostrils or breathing in from the nostrils or out from your mouth. On your next exhale, reverse warrior. Flip your palm if you want, lifting it up towards the ceiling, arching as much as comfortably possible. Right hand can rest on the thigh or wrap around the small of your back. Turn your head whichever way is comfortable for you. Traditionally, we look at the wall in front where the knee is pointing, but you may not want to do that depending on your neck. Inhaling back to warrior two. I am strong and powerful. And you may not feel strong and powerful, and that's okay. And if you do feel strong and powerful, what does that feel like in your body? Exhale, helicopter hands down. Rotate the right foot at the back. Inhale, step your left back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll off your toes to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right leg into three-legged dog, lifting it up, opening up the hip. And then exhale, bend your knee, coming into pigeon. Right knee next to the right palm. Lower your left knee, slide your leg a little further back on the left. Lift the head and chest up, opening it. And then exhale, fold forward. You're welcome to place a block under your forehead. Arms can be stretched out in front of you. And you're relaxing in pigeon, breathing into the stretch. Notice or be aware of how your palms are resting, what sensations, temperatures, and textures are you able to feel? And on your next inhale, walk your head and chest up, bring your fingers closer to your body, placing the palms flat. This is a deep back bend. And here I invite you to visualize somebody that you have a deep unconditional love for. It might be your pet, person, rock, thing, tree, place. And as you visualize this entity that you love very much, I invite you to say the following statements of loving kindness. Translated from the word from metta. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be healthy and safe. Taking a deep breath in and out. Feel how that resonates for you. Then I invite you to bring your palms together in front of your heart center. And we're going to exhale, bringing the right elbow onto the mat. Left will be up towards the ceiling. Notice if you're collapsing into your thigh or you're lifting the chest up. Good, beautiful, works beautifully. And then on your next inhale, lift the body back up again. Swivel to center, place your palms down. Readjust your right hand, and then we're going to circle the left, bend the knee, grab a hold of your leg at the back, and see how that stretch on the quad front feels today. And then releasing. Swiveling back to center. Exhale right to downward facing dog. Slide into Phalakasana plank. Exhale, knees, chest, or chaturanga. You decide, you know your body best. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale this time, left leg to three-legged dog. Opening up the hip. Feel that stretch. Exhale as you bend your knee. Place it next to the left palm. Lower your right knee. Slide your legs slightly further back. Open up the chest and then exhale as you fold forward. And again, you're welcome to stretch your arms out, or if you need to give your neck a little bit of support, place your palms or a block under your forehead. Bringing your awareness to your breath. To your knee, stretched out, resting on the mat. Notice if it's fully weight bearing or slightly turned. And by this, I mean your right knee. Notice the back of your foot and any textures, sensations you may or may not be able to feel on them, even perhaps temperatures. And then finally, on your next inhale, lift your head and chest up. And this time, I invite you to extend metta loving kindness to yourself. It could be your younger self, it could be your future self, and it could be you as you are in this moment. So I invite you to have some fun with that. Visualize yourself. And then when you're ready, and you're welcome to tweak the affirmations in whichever way work for you. May I be happy. May I be safe and healthy. May I be at ease. See how this resonates for you in your body. What does it bring up? And then bringing your palms into prayer position. Exhale this time, left elbow onto the mat, right up towards the ceiling. Notice if you're dropping your chest down into your thigh or you're keeping it lifted up. And you're welcome to turn your head and neck as much as comfortably, flexibly possible, but don't push it. Just be gentle. And then finally, on your next inhale, swivel back to center. Place your palms down onto the mat, adjusting your left hand to support you because the right is going to circle. Bend your knee, grab a hold of your foot. We're only holding for about 6 seconds. Enough to feel the stretch on the quad, and then release. Inhale back to center. Exhale left to downward facing dog. Slide into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. When you come up into cobra, I'm going to invite you also to lift your legs up. So you're coming into a locust cobra variation. Lower back will be very happy. Hold this for 2 breath counts. And then gently lower your legs down, chin down. We're going to come into child's pose. So inhale, lift up into cat and cow. Exhale, and you transition into child's pose. Lower your sit bones, stretch your arms out in front of you or behind you, or bring them to support the forehead by making them into fists. So whichever variation works for you. And when you're in child's pose, once you feel like you have settled, I invite you to think of 3 things that you're grateful for and why you're grateful for them. And when you're done with your gratitude thoughts, you're welcome to stretch your arms out in front of you, lift your head and chest up, and then just walk your hands over to the left side. So you're doing a twist in your child's pose, taking small little steps, turn to the left. See how that feels for you. And then gently, on an inhale, walk back to center. And then on your exhale, walk over to the right. You notice the stretch, notice the twist, be gentle. And then once again, walking back to the center. And then finally, lift your head and chest up. So now you're in Vajrasana. So you're on your shin. Beautiful, perfect. And yeah, you can actually place your palms. I'm going to turn to face you. So this is what Vajrasana, and this is called Simhasana. So your palms are flat. And what we're going to do is we're going to open the mouth, take the tongue out, and we're going to do 3 exhalations. And this is kind of like releasing excess carbon dioxide from the body. So how it looks is, it looks really weird though. Beautiful. This is actually something you could do with your grandchild. He would love this.
Yeah, he would.
Okay. And so then when you're done with Simhasana, bring your knees back, come into a cat and cow stance, lift up into downward facing dog. And then we're going to inhale, step the right leg forward to end with. Exhale, left forward. Inhale to half forward fold, fingers on your shin, flat back. Exhale to full forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up from the front or the side. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana, prayer position in front of your heart. Samastiti, palms by your side. So I invite you to just stay here for 1 or 2 breaths, noticing posture, breath, stretches, and how you just feel in general. And then shake your body out. Okay. Please take a sip of anything that you may need to take a sip of. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of balance, Trikonasana, sorry, Vrikshasana. So you're welcome to roll whichever foot you want to start on. I have a tendency to start on my left. So roll toe, balls, heel. Step into your low, medium, and I say medium below the knee. High is above the knee, and lotus, whichever variation you'd like to do for today. Cactus, prayer position, stretched up arms, or even palms behind your back. See what variation works for you. Your gaze can be straight ahead into the distance, or if you have challenge with balance, sometimes it's easier to look at a point on the ground closer to you. So your eyes are downcast, but your chin remains parallel to the floor. So you're not compromising on your posture. Notice if you're hyperextending the knee that you're standing on or placing weight, and just microbend it. And release. Good job. Shake your legs out, feet out, roll the other foot coming into your low, medium, high, or lotus tree variation. Notice if your breath is a deep or a shallow breath on this side. Notice if you have any thoughts in your mind. Remember to microbend your knee slightly. And release. Beautiful. Shake your legs out, and I'd like to do a little bit of side flank action. So we're going to do a variation of triangle, Trikonasana. So you're going to open your feet or legs 3.5, 4 feet wide, depending on how tall you are. Point your right toe to the right, left will be parallel to your mat. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Also, please remember to micro bend your knees. You're welcome to hinge your hips to the right. And then where you would normally come into triangle this way, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to lift both the arms up, and it's slightly more challenging. So you're welcome to play with whichever variation works for you. Notice the stretch on the side. You're even welcome to like press it, feel it. And then we're going to inhale back up. Perfect. So we're going to rotate the right, turn it parallel to the mat. Take the left, point it towards the left wall. Perfect. Lift your arms up on an inhale. Okay. Hinge your hips to the left. And then exhale, bring your palms so that they're parallel to each other, parallel to your ears. Microbend your knee so it's soft. Breathe deeply and comfortably. And release. Notice sensations as you bring your palms back down. Bring your feet together and step to one side of your mat. We're going to have a seat. Coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle. So bringing the soles of your feet together. You're welcome to interlace or interlock your fingers in front of your toes. So 3 variations of this. If you have a slip disc, then I suggest you avoid the butterfly titli version of this. So keep your practice safe. You're welcome to stay still with your back straight, spine lengthened. The 3rd variation is to lean forward as you exhale. Press the elbows down in to your calf muscles. Bringing the awareness to the breath. Notice the incoming and the outgoing breath and the length of them. Visualize sending the next breath you breathe in, colorful healing breath, over to the inner right thigh, relaxing the muscle, releasing any tension. And then once again, on your next breath in, visualize sending the breath over to the inner left thigh, relaxing the muscle and releasing any tension. And then finally, on your next inhale, lift your head and chest back up. Stretch your legs out to the side, opening your legs comfortably wide. And then we're just going to slide the right arm along the right leg, bringing the left parallel to the ear. We'll hold for 2 breath counts. And then on your 3rd inhale, lift yourself up. Slide your left arm along your left leg, bringing the right parallel to your ear. Again, 2 breath counts. So you're welcome to count the breath on your fingers so that you can focus on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. Really perfect. On your 3rd inhale, lift your head and chest back up. Lovely. Bring your palms back down. We're going to roll over onto the back and we're going to do bridge and happy baby feet. So I invite you to lie down, keeping your knees bent, chin slightly tucked in. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the hips up, press the feet into the mat. Notice how much the right and the left feet are pressing in. Is it equal or does one side press more into the mat than the other side? You're welcome to stretch your arms out to the sides, above your head. And this is a chest opening pose. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath, to your heart center. To your feet, to your thighs, to your glutes. And you're strengthening your lower back as you lift up into the bridge pose. And then finally, exhale vertebrae by vertebrae back down. Let your tailbone touch the ground. Stretch yourself out into Shavasana corpse pose. You're welcome to place a block underneath or a bolster under your thighs, a cushion, whatever. You're also welcome to cover up if you feel like your body temperature will drop. I invite you to make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. And here's where I'm going to invite you to take 3 deep, grounding breaths in from the nose and out from the mouth. So you're tapping into the vagus nerve. Allow yourself to sink deeper into your mat, relax. And you're welcome to repeat the words in your mind or just listen to the sound of my voice. I relax my toes, my legs, and my hip. My toes, legs, and hip are relaxed. I relax my stomach, my chest, and my shoulders. My stomach, chest, and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my arms, my elbows, and my wrists. My arms, elbows, and wrists are relaxed. I relax my neck, my jaw, and my eyes. My neck, jaw, and eyes are relaxed. I relax my liver, my lungs, and my heart. My liver, lungs, and heart are relaxed. I relax my entire body, breathing, and my thoughts. My body, breathing, and thought are relaxed. Inhale deeply. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing the energy and the awareness to your body. When you feel ready, give yourself a stretch by interlocking your fingers behind your head. Be careful of anything that you may have behind you. Flex your toes. Feel all the tension releasing throughout. You're welcome to roll over to your right. Take as long or as little as you need before you come to a seated position. When you're ready, just please gently rub your palms together. Cup them over your eyes. Take a quick second to notice how you feel in this moment. Reaffirm your intention. Namaste. Namaste translates to I bow to the divine and the light in you. And it's also just a very simple hello, goodbye greeting in India.